Hi all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's start reviewing of using UiPath. In our last video, we have discussed a couple of things regarding Agent Builder, how Agent AI works, right? In today's session, we want to discuss deep dive about the options which is in Agentic Builder and how we have to tweak it, how we have to pass the system prompt, how we have to process the user prompt. So all these things which we're gonna discuss in a deep dive session today. So without wasting more time, let's quickly jump back to the Agent Builder. So let's go to the Agent Builder. So I just took on a use case where I just gonna classify the new account, which is nothing but an account creation, and then the loan status check, as well as applying the new loan. Okay, so these are the three use cases which I just took for my agent builder. So what are the important syntax which we have to follow in the system prompt, and what are the syntax which we have to follow in the user prompt or input prompt? Regarding all these things, let's narrow down one by one and step by step what are the things need to be kept on system prompt or what are the things need to be kept on the user prompt. So here, if you're gonna create your agent builder for very first time, so what are the things which you have to keep in your mind? So first thing, so what is your goal of your agent and what is the role of your agent? So if you want to build your agent for very first time, you just have to be very conscious what are the area which you're going to concentrate. Okay, so for that I just designed a role tag which is my exact role of my agent, and then goal what I just going to achieve over there, and then what are the instructions. So what are the instructions need to be passed to my agent, and then classification rules. So how to classify the condition, if you're gonna randomly I just gonna send some message, how my agent should classify that particular data which I just provided. So those classification and some escalation point. So if you get some mail, so that particular mail need to be routed to your senior manager sometimes, right? So similar to that, so we have created an escalation condition which is reroute to the escalation point. And then the very last thing is output format. So how you want your output format to be look like. So these are the main things which need to be kept in the system prompt. So here I just kept a prompt that you can able to do in chat gpt. If you are very sure about the use case, you can able to quickly use your chat gpt to create all this prompt, but make sure you keep all these tags as a prerequisite which make your agent builder work much easier and much later. So in this way you can easily get your accuracy more. So let's go to the user prompt. So here in user prompt, so I just passed my input variable. So this is my input variable. Okay, so let me tell you how to create the input prompt, all this, but keep aside, just try to understand with me what I just done over here. So I just made my input prompt, as well as I just given a couple of examples over here. So what should be my input, which is my email subject? What should be my output looks like? So here I just providing all the samples. So where in email subject I just prompted like I would like to open a new savings account with UA bank. So this is something which is a new bank. Okay, so here what should my output destination folder should be an account creation, and what is the keyword which has been detected. And so we just pass this input during the runtime, so that's it's kind of true. We will just disable this once you are done with our development stage. But look other parameters, so what are the keyword detected and what is the sentiment. So here we are detecting the sentiment itself. So assuming if you want to create the sentiment analysis in your AI center, so assuming you have to do multiple tasks, right? So you just have to create your pipelines, and then you just have to train your ML model, all this stuff. But here in the agent builder, as soon as you call the keyword which is sentiment detector, it helps to detect the sentiment of the email by itself. You don't need to train any models. Agent will take care of all this stuff now. Okay. So similar fashion, I just provided multiple inputs for loan status check and then apply loans. So these are several examples. So similar to that, so we should have a separate folder for exception handling, right? So in such case, I just created a one more new case called as unclassified. So assuming your agent gonna handle all the bank related queries. So if it is gonna get something related to insurance, so how it should handle those? So it should route to the particular query to the unclassified folder. Okay, so that's our end goal. So in this way we're going to address all the queries we get from the customer, and classify it accordingly. So the main motto of this demo is help you to understand so how to correctly utilize the agent and how you have to interact with the system prompt as well as the user prompt. So let me just quickly recall once again. So what are the main parameter which I just passed over here in system prompt? You just have to define your role and then goal as well as the instruction email escalation. So let me just quickly skim through few of the main key points which we have to keep. Okay. So if you want to keep it's a multi-language AI assistant, automatically this enables your language translator as well. Okay. So assuming in a legacy way in a AI center model, so you have to create the particular model and then you have to train it and then you have to consume it, right? So if you're used in your code, but when it comes to agent builder, just going to use a keyword which is nothing but multi-language AI assistant. In that way, automatically your agent gonna understand the user prompt can be in a multiple language so that it will be ready to address this query in a respective native language. Okay, so that's the main keyword. So these are some areas which we have to constrain our prompt in a better way so that we can utilize max of your agent builder. Okay. So also you just have to clearly call out what are the things need to be captured. So what are the areas need to be captured in your role as well as goal and the classification. So here just classified. So if it is the body if contains the create account, open account, so all this criteria which comes under the account creation. So similar to this, so if something which is kind of a negative sentiment, if customer is very angry, so we just have to consider as a high priority. We should not keep it as a same priority level, right? So that's why we just kept a separate escalation condition for sentiment detecting. So let me drill down the next one. So let me come back to this email subject. How do you create your input variable? So to create your input variable, just go to the data manager. So here you can see here input output, right? So you can just simply click on plus mark. So previously you can able to see a default variable, it will be there over here. You can rename it accordingly. Okay, so and then so you can create your variables as such you can. So here I just want only one input parameter which need to be passed. Okay, so that I just created only one. And then if you want to create more, you can just click on this add property so that you can add multiple input variables as such you want. Okay, so similar to that output as well. Okay. So here in this way you can easily create your input variable. So how do I make this particular input variable as a required? So as soon as you click on here, you can see something called as required. So here if you want to test this particular agent, if you have to mark it as a required so that as soon as you run your agent builder, you can able to pass your input. Okay, so that's a key thing which you have to take care. So the next one, which is kind of an issue panel. So if you have done something wrong, if you're not handled your code properly, automatically you'll get a prompt over here in a small message. So which help you to understand and drill down where the issue has been happened. And then the next one, so which is totally to the deployments. Let's keep it aside currently now. And then so these are the several connectors which you can see over here. So here just a connection, context, process, storage bucket. So all these things which you're going to utilize in our upcoming sessions. Don't worry about that. So currently let's concentrate how to build a proper agent. So that's our end goal of this particular video. Okay. And then so few other things I just want to walk you through, which is kind of a temperature. So what is actually this temperature all about? So if you want to keep this temperature to 0, you'll be getting the context of your output in a same pattern. So I would say same pattern. So if you want to move your temperature to all to the top, so you're gonna get the outputs in a creative way. So every time you will get a different kind of a replay from the agent. So that's where this temperature will come to one place. So also you can see multiple models has been utilized over here. So you can use any of the models which you want. So there is no constraint. Okay. So if you have any other connectors in your office, you can go here and utilize. So Anthropic, all these models as accessible now. So as well as the token consumption by default, so it has been kept to the max. So based upon the model which you're gonna keep it up, so you're gonna get your particular token as per it. Okay, and then the next one. So which will be a very good feature over here. It's basically help you to understand how you're prompted and how you utilize your agent builder. Okay, so here you can see the prompt is 100. So what does mean 100? So which means I just made my prompt very clear that how my input on output should be looks like. So as well as the input schema is nothing but my user prompt, where I just provided multiple samples for my agent to understand so how it should answer for a customer real-time queries. Okay, so in that way you have to add your tools, all these things. So you can below you can see tools, contacts, escalation, multiple things, right? So based upon your score, it will be moved to drastically to 90 or maybe 95. Okay, so here which you're gonna add few more things in next upcoming videos. So currently what actually we're just gonna do here is you're gonna test this particular agent and see how you're gonna get the output. In our next videos you're gonna add the tools as well as you're gonna add the context as well. So based upon that we can see a high in the score. So currently we are good in prompt 100 and then we are good in input schema which is 95. That's very good score. So let's try to debug this and try to understand how our agent is understanding this particular input prompt and how it providing the output. Let's try out how exactly we're getting the replay for a different queries. So let's quickly go to our own notes. So I just have some sample test data over here. Okay. So let's go here and try to debug it now. So here you can able to provide your input values. So when I just click on save debug, so automatically it start running now. So the 13 which is our new history now, just now it started running now. Let's go here. So currently it's running our agent. So it has provided the output as well now. Perfect. So the input is I want to know the current status of my loan. Okay, loan status, loan application. Sorry. So where I just got my classification results as, so which is detected as a loan application, and the sentiment, so it is a neutral, so they are not angry about any queries, or they're not waiting for so long. Okay, and then it is classified as loan status check, this particular criteria. Okay, so similar to that, so let's quickly test any other inputs. Let's go with the next one. Let's go here, save and debug. Let's go to the next one. So here it started running and it's provided the output also now. So you can see over here, please guide on creating a new bank account. I have my Aadhaar and PAN card ready. So it should be classified as account creation, right? Perfect. So where the user is requesting for new account creation, our agent has understood this particular request is for purely account creation with the help of keyword like creating a new bank account. So these are maybe you may look like a straightforward, but if you're gonna utilize your user prompt more effectively, you have to provide multiple examples over there, and then you have to provide your context as well. So based upon that, you can scale up this particular agent to an enterprise level. Okay. So and then so one more thing which help you out to scale your agent, which is like what testing. So in all automation, we have seen testing is a crucial part, right? So similar to agent, we have separate called as evaluation set. So let's quickly click over here. So here we have a default evaluation set. So what actually we have to do? So we just have to create some test data and we have to utilize it. So if you want to create a new evaluation set, you can go ahead and create, or if you want to reuse the default evaluation set, you can utilize this. So let me just try to reutilize this. So let me just go here. So you don't need to want to add manually as well. So you can click on generate to set so that it will generate by automatically. Or else if you want to add manually, you can click on add to set and then you can provide your name as well as what should be an email subject. So you have to train all this thing by a manual way. Okay, so or else you can use to provide your prompt so that it will generate for you the test data. Okay, so for me, what I'll just do, I'll just quickly go here and then I'll just provide my comments. So based upon my comments, it will start creating the test cases. It's not going to provide any prompt. If I just want to click on generate evaluation, so by default, with the help of the content which I just provided in the agent builder, it's going to start creating all the cases now. So you can see over here is account creation, savings account, and then loan status check, adjourn, and apply loan, personal loan. So these are several cases, right? You can see over here. So here they have provided the input generator instruction, what should be an expected behavior node as well, right? So in this way, you can able to quickly test your agent builder as well. So these are very key things which help you to scale your particular agent to the next level. Okay. So if you're gonna click on this evaluation set, so it will start running all your test data. So we can see all the test data has been run now. So if we just go here, so all the expected things which is kept over here, right? So similar to this, you have to test every time and then you can get your results. So in the result section, you can able to see your results. So here you can see warnings. So that is due to lack of testing. So as soon as you're gonna provide more input schemas and you're gonna test more, you can get your accuracies as well. So let's quickly go to the agent now. So as soon as you've done your test evaluation, so you can able to see your evaluation sets as well over here. So which kind of an easy navigation, you can see all the test cases which are tested. So as I said, it's warning. So since you have to provide more user input so that you can scale up your agent. So but apart from that, so we have now currently understood what are the parameters need to be kept on a system prompt. So how we have to create the agent from the scratch, right? So that's the key thing which help you to build the perfect agent builder. So also, like, let me just tell you few other things as well. So we have a autopilot feature as well, so which helps to improve your agent. So if you click on help to improve my agent, so automatically it will tweak your prompt as well. So this is the one more feature you can utilize, but currently what I will suggest, just start by ourselves by just typing the prompts. Once you are done with a good score, and then start utilizing this tool so that you will get a good hands-on. So how to create your builder. Okay, so apart from this, on our next session, let's quickly discuss on tools, context, how you're going to handle our escalation, and then so how you're going to put all this together in a master flow. So all these things you're going to discuss deeply on our next upcoming videos. I hope you like this particular video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Have a good day.